This week we're going to highlight the updated crop condition ratings from the USDA, as well as take a look at the short-term weather forecast. We're also going to take a look at a concerning trend in export sales of soybeans and wrap things up with a long-term review of November soybean futures. Hi, this is Brian Basting with Advanced Trading. Let's talk about the soybean market. We've moved into the last few days of August here, and this market remains exceptionally volatile. Let's start out this week looking at trends in crop condition ratings. Now, crop ratings for this week from the USDA were unchanged nationally, 59% good to excellent. Notice that's slightly above last year's 57% level. A mixture of trends across the Midwest here. We did see some deterioration across North Dakota, South Dakota, Kansas, as well as Illinois. But we did see some improvement across Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, as well as Ohio. So kind of a mixed bag, and Nebraska was unchanged. Let's now take a look at our aggregate crop condition index for beans. It did decline slightly, even though good to excellent was unchanged. The poor to very poor was higher than a week ago. This follows 2 consecutive weeks of improvement. This year's aggregate index is slightly above last year's, however, in that red line. Let's now take a look at crop progress here. Soybean setting pods here as of August 20th, we're at 86% nationwide. Critical time, of course, pod set for the beans. On average, between now and Labor Day, approximately 10% of the beans set pods. So we'll be looking at 95% plus of the beans will be setting pods in that Labor Day weekend. As we highlight the importance of pod fill, of course, the weather goes hand in hand. Let's take a look at the short-term weather trends. Our slides this week, as usual, are courtesy of T-storm weather. We're starting out this week, all of us in the Midwest are navigating through this heat wave, anywhere from the mid-90s to the mid-100s, all across that shaded area here into Thursday and Friday of this week. How about rainfall through that time period? Very little rainfall. Only rainfall on the map that we see here is light amounts there in Michigan, maybe parts of Ohio, but very little elsewhere. The good news is there does look to be a much cooler pattern emerging this weekend. Specifically, we're looking at Friday and Saturday. Cool air coming in from Canada all across the Midwest here is going to cool things down noticeably from these warm temperatures. How about rainfall? Saturday through Monday, a very small area out west of an inch of rain. That green area is a little bit bigger coverage, about 1/4 inch to 3/4 inch. As you move further east, however, not much rain through the weekend. Let's quantify rain now over the next 2 weeks. You're looking at our map here, and you can see quite a bit of red on this map. Of course, that implies very dry conditions to, in some cases, intensely dry conditions just west of the Mississippi River. So not a lot of rain moving into that Labor Day weekend. We're going to shift gears now briefly and look at demand trends, specifically looking at export sales of soybeans. We've looked at this slide before, but it bears repeating. The combined level of unshipped soybean export sales, old crop and new crop, is the 3rd lowest in the last 15 years. So either we're going to see a big surge in sales here coming up, or perhaps the USDA's forecast is a bit optimistic moving into the 23-24 crop year. Let's wrap things up this week looking at trends in November beans. Now, November soybean futures, as we tape here on Tuesday, trading near $13.45 a bushel. That's below where it was last year at this time. Actually, it's kind of a choppy pattern where it was last year, still below last year. We strongly encourage you to continue to work closely with your trusted risk management advisor to defend your balance sheet. Now, if you'd like more information, please feel free to contact us at 800-664-2321. We'll put you in contact with one of our risk management consultants who'll be happy to visit with you at your convenience. And remember, we upload every Wednesday. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and never miss an upload. Thanks a lot. Have a good week.